So our project is on Hempcrete, and it's by Sadie Keller, Colin Brooks, and Darren Henry. We'll be going over the materials, Hempcrete's property, how it works, what it should be used for, the pros and the cons of the material, as well as some other interesting information.
First off, what is hempcrete? Hempcrete is a biocomposite material formed by a matrix, resin, and a reinforcement of natural fibers. These kind of materials often mimic the structure of living materials involved in the process, keeping the strengthening properties of the matrix that was used, but always providing biocompatibility. A lot of people, when they hear the word hempcrete, think that it has to do with weed and it gets a bad reputation, but it's grown from natural materials and it's been legal for thousands of years, so it's not anything shady or illegal. It's just what's natural and can be used. This building material has been used for almost 300 years, and it dates way back, and it's an extremely environmentally friendly and energy efficient material.
So these are some pictures of what hempcrete looks like. It can be used in formwork, and it sets up extremely fast. This is a picture of a brick of hempcrete, and it can be also used as shotcrete.
Components of hempcrete. Hempcrete is made of mineral binders, lime, Portland cement, light cement, and plaster if needed.
Here's a list of some of the properties of hempcrete. The compressive strength of hempcrete is 116 to 145 psi. Compared to normal Portland cement, normal Portland cement is about 3,000 to 6,000 psi, so this means that hempcrete is about a 20th of the strength. However, hempcrete is much more flexible than Portland cement because it has lime in it and it allows it to move, and it's less dense, so there's less risk of cracking. In addition, hempcrete absorbs water, and when done right, it can absorb water and not become moldy because it is a natural fiber, but if done correctly, like I said, it doesn't mold. Also, it is really good at absorbing acoustics, so it can be used for quiet areas and deafens the noise. Some of hempcrete's more physical properties. Obviously, as we talked about before, hempcrete is a biocomposite, and it's made of a lot of hemp plants and limes, so it's an extremely natural and environmentally friendly material. It also weighs about an eighth. It's an eighth of the weight of normal Portland cement concrete, so it's much easier to move around. And this also means that it has very low slump, and there's no need for consolidation. It just needs a little bit of tamping. Also, hempcrete is a good insulator, and it's breathable because it's not very dense, and that's what also makes it so lightweight.
Some pros of hempcrete include it's popular for restoration projects as well as new builds. It has an R value of 2.4 per inch. Unlike straw bales, hempcrete is both breathable and mold proof. Oftentimes plaster is not required, and it allows for lower material and labor costs. Hempcrete actually takes CO2 out of the atmosphere at a rate of 1.6 kilograms per 1 cubic meter. It's both recyclable or compostable, and it is aesthetically pleasing.
Some of the cons of hempcrete, it's a newer material, so not a lot of builders are familiar with it, and it's not a hot item on the market for building. This is mostly because it's not a structural material. It normally requires some sort of support structure behind it, normally wooden or steel, to help hold it up and give it some rigidity. It also has a bad reputation because of the relation to weed and the word hemp and hempcrete. But as I explained earlier, there is no relation, and it's nothing illegal or concerning.
Because hempcrete has very good insulating properties, it's most commonly used in walls, attics and lofts, and floor slabs. It's both used in restoration and new builds. It's a fairly new product, so they're still experimenting on what other things it can be used for, but it's mostly known for its insulation properties. Due to the stigma with the word hemp, Hempcrete is marketed as cannabit, canosmos, and isotravre. It can be placed with a 4 to 5 man crew. Because of its zero slump properties, the formwork can be removed almost immediately, and it's priced very similar to brick and block construction methods, and it will actually save people more money because their heating and cooling costs will be virtually zero, and it also limits energy use, which is much better for the environment. These are the sources we use, and there's a lot of very interesting information out there.